Now that you've experienced what it's like to have a top tier assistant, you're probably wondering about other ways you can incorporate them into your work routine just to maximize their value. Here are a few tips to get the most out of your assistant. Number one, setting up routines. An advantage in working with an assistant is that another person can take charge of keeping your schedule updated, your email organized, and your meetings aligned. And that's just one advantage. Your VA is capable of implementing processes and systems to develop a routine that establishes an effective workflow. Routines enable your assistant to make sure that they get into the groove of things by providing them with structure and insight to your day. For example, if you're in charge of an e-commerce business, your assistant can make sure that your planning meetings are held at the start of each week and that debriefs happen at the end of the week. This will help you focus on your efforts towards hitting your targets that you've set out to accomplish. After a full week, you can close by evaluating what worked and what didn't. By operating with this kind of routine, you can constantly pivot towards the more effective means of working. Number two, agenda management. Growing a business entails a lot of focus. Meetings, problems, and last-minute decisions often come from different departments and members of your team. Some of these can be put in the back burner for another day, and there are those that require your immediate attention. These kind of settings can sometimes hinder you from progressing towards your goals each day. Navigating which situations warrant your attention is something that your assistant can help you with. They can help evaluate which activities require immediate attention and which can be tackled later on in the week. Let's say your marketing team wants to run a campaign that will run for 3 to 4 weeks to drive up sales. You have the whole day allotted for collaboration on promotions, ad placements, and website updates. But then there's an issue at the warehouse that houses your inventory. Once your assistant becomes aware of the incident, they can determine whether or not it merits to overrule your initial agenda for the next couple of hours. If the situation cannot be resolved without your involvement, then the rest of your team will be notified and your schedule will be updated. Your assistant can now designate a time slot in your schedule wherein the entire team can coordinate with each other. If, however, it's not as pressing, then your assistant can stay on top of the situation and make sure that you're updated throughout the day. Number three, meeting minutes. When you work with a team, this entails a lot of coordination and accountability. With each meeting you jump into, your assistant can keep track of tasks, targets assigned to each one of your participants. This will allow your assistant to follow up and ask for updates on your team's progress, ensuring that you hit the goals you set out to achieve. Number four, knowledge base of information. Another practical situation where your assistant can be highly integrated is keeping track of information that is vital to your everyday functions or that impacts managerial decisions. Your assistant can set up a database where all of the basic information for your accounts are in full view. Details such as knowing what the client's needs are, what services they are availing of, or their business org chart. All are pieces that your assistant can update on a regular basis. This is helpful in mapping out not just who your company is servicing, but also keeps track of what they need or who might need it. With the information, your assistant can offer key points of improvement and adding services, products, and resources that will help in growing your business. Number five, goal setting. Goals help you stay accountable to the growth you want to achieve. Between the sales targets you need to hit, the marketing campaigns you need to run, and the company's growth that you need to monitor, how do you stay on track? This is where having SMART goals come in handy, helping you break down the big picture into actionable stages and projects. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. Having these type of goals allows you to measure your progress and efficiency on a weekly or even daily basis. Having a summary or progress report is key to ensuring progress. These goals can track your assistant's highlights and the milestones that they've reached, as well as setbacks and difficulties they've encountered. Having an assistant helps establish discipline to keep you focused and progressing in the direction you intend to go. With your VA, you can set the direction for how you'll be growing your business and break it down in actionable steps for them to assist you in every step of the way. Your assistant will also help you evaluate whether the system or process you have implemented is the most effective way of going about things. This kind of working relationship is just what you've needed to free up your time and energy to focus on the more critical responsibilities of running your company. Ultimately, our objective is to make sure that you get the most out of your experience with Wing, and that means maximizing your assistant. We believe a top-tier assistant isn't just one that helps you achieve your goals, but one that'll help you add value to your business by organizing your workflows, coordinating with your stakeholders, and acting as an extension of yourself.